Good morning, students. As we were discussing about the chapter metals and non-metals, and in this chapter we already discussed about the physical properties, chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Now today we will discuss about the corrosion of metals. So before the corrosion of metals, you should know the meaning of the corrosion. As already we had discussed about the two terms, that is rusting as well as corrosion. Rusting, with the word rusting, that all of you are very much familiar with that word. So what is the meaning of rusting? Rusting means the brown flaky substance appear on an iron object, right? Rusting means when the brown flaky substance appear on the iron object, that is called rusting. So now what is the meaning of corrosion? So to learn this, write down the definition of the corrosion: the process by which metal is eaten up. There is a difference between the two words, that is rusting as well as corrosion. The metal is eaten up by the action of air, right? Same like this, rusting by the action of air, moisture or chemical. By the air, moisture or chemical on the surface of the metal. Right? So what is the basic difference between rusting and corrosion? In rusting, brown flaky substance appear on an iron object, and in corrosion, the main difference is that is eaten up. Eaten up means the part is corroded, the part is finished. Where the rusting will occur, from that part it is eaten up. That is the difference between the rusting as well as corrosion. In rusting, brown flaky substance appear, and in corrosion, metal is eaten up. Right? The difference between the rusting as well as the corrosion: in rusting, brown flaky substance appear on the surface of the metal, and in corrosion, metal is eaten up. Means the metal will be corroded. That is called the corrosion. Right? Actually, how it happens when you are something like that, you can say when the metal like iron object is kept outside, then in air the moisture is there. So the metal that is rusted, damp air, so reddish brown flaky substance appear. Write down the rusting definition also over here. Write down rusting. You can write down the definition of rusting also. As I am telling it to you, brown flaky substance. Brown flaky substance appears on the surface of iron objects. That is rusting. So what is the basic ingredient, matlab basic raw material, you can say basic requirement for the rusting is, that means air, that is moisture. So you can write down example: iron, then oxygen, then water. When any iron object comes in combination with the oxygen and water, then the rust will be appear. That is Fe2O3 dot X molecule of water. This is the formula of rust. This is the formula of rust. You have to learn this. Iron plus oxygen plus water, and this is called iron oxide. And you can also say that iron oxide, hydrated iron oxide. You can say iron oxide also. Hydrated iron oxide. Hydrated words because of the water molecules. Hydrated iron oxide. This is the another name of this. I am writing it here. It's not clear. I am writing. This is called hydrated, or I can write down rust I am rubbing, hydrated iron oxide. This is called the rust. This is the formula of the rust. In the same way, is it possible that some of the other metals also that can be corroded? Yes. Other metals also can be corroded. Like we can say copper. You can write down another example. Even you observe sometime, most of the time you observe when you are keeping your silver particles, like silver ornaments, silver utensils kept outside. So what will happen? They will become blackish in color. How it becomes black, right? You observe when the copper vessel, copper coin is kept outside. What will happen to that copper coin? It becomes greenish in color. How it becomes green? What happened to the copper coin? What happened to the silver ornaments, silver utensils, silver any object? How and what happens to that? That is the corrosion takes place. That means corrosion of metals, it's not only in case of the iron, it is also in the case of the different metals like copper and silver. I am telling you the one more example, that is copper. Write down, when a copper object remain, this is important definition and important this is because it's given in your book also. When a copper, right? When a copper remains, your copper objects remain in damp air for long time, copper objects remains in damp air. Damp air means the air that is having a moisture. Damp air for a long time, right? When a copper objects remain in damp air for long time, right? It reacts slowly with the carbon dioxide. It reacts slowly with the carbon dioxide, water present in air. That means carbon dioxide, water present in air. It reacts slowly with the carbon dioxide, water present in air. It loses its shine. It loses its shine. It loses its shine due to the formation of green coating on it. Due to the formation of green coating on it. What is the green coating? Write down the equation that is given in your book also. That is given in your book. Write down the equation. You can say copper plus oxygen, that is in air, right? Water plus carbon dioxide. I am writing it here so that it will be clear to all of you. Copper plus oxygen plus water plus carbon dioxide. Three things are present in air: oxygen, water and copper, right? Then what will be formed? Then this is formed copper hydroxide plus copper carbonate. This is moist air. This is copper hydroxide and this is copper carbonate. Is this clear, beta? Right? Copper carbonate. And these two, both of these two, they will form the green coating on an iron or on a copper object. Is this clear? When this copper object comes in contact with the air, that is in air, oxygen is present, in water and carbon dioxide, This is called moisture, and this what it will be formed. This is formed copper hydroxide and copper carbonate, right? And this both these two is formation of green coating, right, beta? You can write down another example also. Third example you can write down कि when a silver objects, I gave you the three example. One is with the iron, second is with the copper, third is with the silver. When a silver object is kept in air, they get tarnished. When the silver objects kept in air, they get tarnished, means the color will faded, they will get tarnished, okay, and turn the black color due to the formation of, write down here, they get tarnished due to formation of silver sulfide, due to the formation of silver sulfide on silver objects, I told you the three examples: rusting, that is the iron objects, then copper hydroxide and copper carbonate, and the third is the silver objects. When the silver objects comes in contact with the air, then they will also get tarnished and formation of silver sulfide on the silver objects. Write down next, how we can prevent it. How we can prevent this rusting, or we can prevent this corrosion. How we can prevent it. Now we will see prevention of corrosion. Write down prevention of corrosion. How we can prevent the corrosion. Number one, almost all of you know, as your bicycles chain, when it is get rusting, what we used to do? Oiling, right? So oil, by using, you can write by using oil, grease, right? By using oil, grease, right? By painting, by apply paint, you can write. As we used to do the painting you can say in our houses, the gates are painted, okay? It prevents the rusting, it prevents the corrosion. Then the third, a layer of zinc is deposited. A layer of zinc is deposited on the surface of iron object. Deposited on the surface of iron objects, and this process is called galvanization. This process is called galvanization, right? This process is called galvanization, right, beta? Another method, you can say by electroplating. By electroplating. This is also the method by which we can use, you can say, a layer of another metal is deposited on the surface of the metal, right, beta? And some other metal or non-metals are mixed, or you can say by alloying. Alloying means mixture of metals with other metals and non-metals. Right? By this we can prevent the rusting. Is that clear? Right, Picha? This is the last topic of your chapter, and after that we will discuss the question answers. Right? Thank you.